The feed I am feeding my fish currently is a pelleted floating feed, and it is the best feed to use for your fish, especially commercial fish. Before I let you know why it is the best type of feed to use for your fish, let me give you details about the type of commercial feed that we have. Commonly, we have the pelleted feed. That's mostly what the commercial feed sellers are producing, the pelleted feed. And if you talk about the pelleted feed, the feed are put into sizes. They are round, small ones. And they are put into sizes like I said. We have the 1 mm, 2 mm, 3 mm, 4 mm, 5 mm, 6 mm, 7 mm, 8 mm. And even sometimes we have 0.5 between them. Sometimes we have 5.5 mm or 4.5 mm. All these are what we call the pelleted fish feed. And now, those sizes are not just names, but they are pelleted for specific fish. Each cycle of fish has the kind of pelleted feed that they can consume. The smaller the fish, the smaller the size of the feed. When they produce the fish or when they hatch them, as they are still tiny, their feet are powdered ones. As they keep growing to fingerlings, to juvenile and that order, then you start using the pelleted feet. When they are still fingerlings, they are smaller ones. You use the 1 mm. As they are growing, you start increasing their sizes from 1 mm to 2 mm to 3 mm. As they keep going, you keep changing until when they are mature, then you start giving them 8 mm. And that time, they should be 4 months and above, or at least they are bigger enough to swallow the 8 mm. So if the fish are smaller and you give them the bigger pelleted feed, they cannot swallow or consume it. And if they are also bigger and you are giving them the smaller ones, it is difficult for them to pick it up and be satisfied easily. And what you must also note is that those feet are not just pelleted for sizes, but their nutritional proportions also varied, because they pelleted them according to the size and the age of the fish. And at any given size or any given stage of the fish have required nutrient in the feed. So all these are considered. So if they are fingerlings, their pelleted feed contains the amount of nutrient that is proportion to the fish. So keeping that or having that in mind is going to help you. So giving them the wrong size or the wrong type of feed will not give them the right nutrient for their better growth, and for that matter, you are not going to enhance growth of the fish. So have that in mind. The sizes are the way the sizes are different. That is the nutritional values of the sizes. So take note. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we'll be talking about the types. So the pelleted fish feed are also categorized into two. In other words, the commercial fish producers produce the pelleted fish feed into two types. We have the sinking pelleted feed and the floating pelleted feed. Both are pelleted, like I said, to different sizes, but one sinks. And what it means is that when you throw that feed into the fish pond or into the water, the feed will go under the water or it will go deep inside the water. And the floating pelleted feed, when you throw it onto the fish pond, it will be floating. It will be on top of the water for the fish to pick it up. Now, some of the fish require the feed to be the under. So they are the under feeders fish. Whilst others, which are majority, are the floating. And some, they need both. Now, catfish and tilapia are the most common type of fish that we farm, especially in Africa. And both of them, they consume both pelleted sinking and then pelleted floating. But like I said, the floating pelleted is the best. Now let's see why it is the best. But before we get there, please, if I have given value so far, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video and comment. And if you subscribe already, thank you for the subscription. Now, why is the floating pelleted feed is the best? It is the best because when you're using that type of feed, you are able to monitor and observe how the fish reacts to the feed. And for that matter, it is easy to control overfeeding. Let me explain that in details for you. When you are using the responsive feeding method, and that's the best method, with that method, you throw a little feed onto the pond at a time, and then you see how the fish react to the feed. When they react to the feed, and then you realize that they are strong and energetic and have high appetite, and they need more, then you keep giving them more until you notice that they are satisfied or they have slowed down. Then you stop giving them. That's the best because you are able to monitor overfeeding. Because overfeeding has consequences. I've had another video on overfeeding. Check it out. Now, with the sinking feed, when you throw in and it sinks or it goes under the fish pond, you are not able to tell whether the fish have consumed the feed. And for that matter, if they are not able to consume the feed, and it will dissolve into the fish pond, increasing the ammonia level and reducing the oxygen level, therefore having a lot of consequences for the fish. You can check the other video out. So sinking feed, it is difficult to determine whether the fish are eating or not. But the floating, like I said, as it is floating on the pond, then the fish pick, then you see how they pick. Then when they are certified, you can be able to tell. So in this one, you are able to control and to know how the fish have reacted, and for that matter, you control overfeeding. That's why I said it is the best. So when you are buying your commercial feed, make sure that you buy the pelleted floating, especially if you are using the fish, especially if you are feeding the fish that need either both or that like the floating one. Go in for that, and it's going to help you. Otherwise, you are going to waste much feed and also jeopardize the quality of your fish water if you overfeed your fish. Thank you very much for watching, and if you found value, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. My name is Abdulaziz Isa and this is Fako Aquaponis. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to watch the video in the end screen. Thank you.